Greetings, Minecrafters, and welcome to another Minecraft discussion. Today, in this humidity is back, lots of skeeters. G and I are also deep back. Anyway, my name is Kimberly Quinn, and yes, we are deep in the woods. So, little G's back from the spa. He's all soft. They, did a pedicure, times 4 paws, shaved his butt, which is the bonus at a spa. You don't always get that in the package. You know what I mean? Because he had a lot of clumps from swimming and stuff, but he doesn't smell like pumpkin spice, but he's super soft. Anyway, okay, so we're back, and we're deep in the woods, and we're talking about big bear residue and stuff, so we're way back there. So right now we're going with, as far as we know, bears are nocturnal, means they sleep in the day. So we're hoping nobody has insomnia, because we're back there a ways. All right, anywho, so today I want to kind of continue the conversation on habits. I told you that my current inspiration, one of my new teachers, James Clear, I'm constantly adding to my list of teachers. And of course, up at the top, I've got Wayne Dyer and Oprah and Brene Brown. Aaron Doughty's up there too, I'd say. Of course, my favorite, Robin Williams. But James Clear is the author of Atomic Habits. And I mentioned that his book is similar to Charles Duhigg's, which is The Habit Loop, but different. And so we were talking last time about how humidity must also walking straight uphill. Okay, how his own original take on the habit loop. And I don't want to repeat for people, so check out the videos right before this one on the habit loop with cue, craving, response, reward, because you gotta kind of get that loop, because that isn't different. Charles Duhigg's is very, very similar. So here's the thing, is that what's different with James Clear is, he says, what we really need to, also in agreement with me about the goals thing. Goals are good to have. They're not good to focus on, though, because it takes away from the present moment. It takes away from the energy that's going to create the results, which are whatever it is you're looking for, right? So if we take energy away from the actual in-the-moment thing, the results aren't going to be as good, right? It's going to be less or just not as good. Versus if we just focus 100% here, the results, or whatever your goals, take care of themselves. He also talked about how really, habits are sort of important in creating who we are. That's the part that is a little different, at least from what I read in Charles Duhigg's book, The Habit Loop. James Clear's book, Atomic Habits, talks about how really we have it sort of backwards with that we really need to think about the type of person we want to be and then create those habits. All right? So, what is somebody you consider to be a musician? What do? Well, they're diligent. They get up in the morning, they play the guitar, they carve out, time in the night. For me, the morning thing is just essential. I'm also a morning person, but just like, your day gets by. Once you start out, and then stuff and the people, and it just goes. So for me, I get it done in the morning. But his whole point was, and then I'm just going to remind, and then we'll move on here. He talks about the type of person being so related to our habits, our behaviors all day long. And he talked about this one woman who was very overweight, and she literally lost 100 pounds by asking this simple question: what would a healthy person do? Like all day long. If she was, out with friends and they went to a fast food place, what would a healthy person do? They would say, can we go somewhere else? Or if that place offered a salad, she'd get that. Or maybe if there were no choices, she'd say, okay, I'll have the burger and the side salad, I'll take off the bun, whatever. What would a healthy person do? And for me, with my workout regimen, I'm walking every day, obviously, with all of you, and I'm adding a new, I have weights. Our oldest son gave me weights and a beautiful Lulu high-end yoga mat, which I have been using, but I need like a plan. So that's gonna be my new thing, and also saying it on a video makes me even more committed, right? So, okay, so here's the thing we're gonna talk about today. I was gonna say, so I asked myself, what would an athlete do? Oh, I've also added a better water drinking regimen, and that same son, actually, the water bottle came with his present. So 36 ounces of water each day, and I'm on day 5, anyway. It's working. It's really working. Okay, so I would say to myself, what would an athlete do? Because even at 57, and I'm not playing on the Yankees or anything, I still consider myself to be an athlete because I've been active my entire life, skiing, baseball, running, whatever. I'm still an athlete. It's because it's very important to me to be physically active. So I asked myself, if I'm thinking about whatever it is, it's not good. Maybe it's third glass of wine. No, what would an athlete do? No, it's going to dehydrate you. It's lots of sugar. And I like my wine. Anybody knows who's watching knows I like my wine. And I'm just, the sugar thing just isn't good. And the water thing is good. So what would an athlete do? Okay, so that's what I'm doing right now. And I just kind of declared it on a video, which has me accountable. Okay, so now we're moving into today's thing, which is implementation intentions. So we've talked a lot about how the importance of intention. We talked a lot about, Oprah even does this on her show. She had us very early on in the game. She realized that, a couple times with guests, she was taking, her sort of exposure thing was taken advantage of. One particular circumstance she talks about, which I don't need to get into because I don't want to even bring up that kind of dark organization they were representing. But she really said, not anymore. Somebody's got to have a really good, pure intention to be on my show. And so, intentions for me, in the morning, I set an intention every single day, right out loud in the Jeep. And I told you some of them. Sometimes it's my intention today is to have fun. My intention today is to have a calm mind. My intention today is going to have a calm heart. If there's any kind of little conflict going, I don't even mean big conflict, but maybe just a meeting or with, a power person or whatever. My intention today is to trust the process. Meaning a capital P, creator of all things. Trust our source, universe, whatever. Trust the process. And very frequently, that one and another one are probably my most used or declared intentions. My other one is I will bring success to everything I do today within the best of my ability. So I mean every small task, right? So within the best of my ability. And so here's what James Clear talks about, which amps it up. And I'm going to totally do this like now. I'm starting this out today. I'm getting my plan together today. He talks about implementation intentions. So there's regular intentions like the ones I just rattled off to you. You can also say, my intention is to have a great lunch with my friend/colleague I haven't seen in a while today, whatever it is. And it will go, your day will unfold that way. So the implementation intention amps up the regular intention significantly, because whenever we write something down, Oprah talks about this too, the power of the written word is amazing. But write it down that let's just stay with my weights thing. I will do 30 seconds, or let's say 30 reps. I will do 30 reps with 5-pound arm weights because it's already today. Tomorrow morning at 7 a.m. in our home gym in our house downstairs. Okay, so that's the exercise one. I will practice mindfulness for 1 minute after I make my hot tea. Let's reverse it, it's easier. After I make my hot tea and write in my gratitude journal, I will practice mindfulness for 1 minute with meditation music. And actually write that down. So here's the thing. I will do blank at the location, very important, at the time. So I will practice mindfulness tomorrow morning at 7:15 or 7:30, whatever, after my hot tea, just whatever. But it's like he did, and he proves this with his research, that he had 3 different groups, and the first group was like a control group. They didn't really have anything. The second one saw a motivational video or something. I'm paraphrasing here, so stay with me. And the third group did the motivational thing and had this direction of I will do, I will wake up at 7, have my hot tea, and then I will go for a 15-minute walk around the block. And they had like a 90%, again, paraphrase, like a 90% success rate with that. The people who wrote it down with the behavior, the time, and the location actually followed through. And also found out that group 2 with the motivational video thing wasn't all that effective by itself. So the implementation intention means just that. You make it real by writing it down. And I have a little book, so this is all happening today so that I can get on it with, again, I already have my walking routine. This one's already habit. We're going to get into habit stacking next. So this is a good segue. Okay. Implementation intentions. Set yours today. This is Kimberly Quinn signing off from the beautiful deep woods of Bear Country, Northern Vermont. Have a mindful day.